Welcome back to another deep dive into the development of my survival horror game. A lot has changed since the last devlog, and today I want to walk you through the improvements, adjustments, and even the mistakes that shaped up the game's latest iteration. From tightening up the tension to fine-tuning the gameplay flow, each of these updates brings the game one step closer to my vision of an immersive, atmospheric, and terrifying experience. Let's get into it. One of the first major additions was the map system and storm timer. Now players aren't wandering blind, left to stumble through the dark without a clue. Instead, the map gives them a tool to chart their progress, and the storm timer ensures they aren't caught unprepared when the sky drenches with its dangerous downpour. I originally didn't want to add a map because I was worried it would ruin the feel and the fear, but after finding only frustration from friends, frankly, after a design pivot, which I'll get to here in a minute, I figured that a map would be favorable. To complement the map menu, I added a road system from the asset store. This makes the roads look better whilst making travel feel more structured, while maintaining the eerie, abandoned atmosphere. Alongside this, I put in some new 3D models to make the game look a little nicer, though the visuals are still fully temporary, ensuring that every strange structure and treacherous twisted trail feels as immersive as possible. Inspired by the game Amnesia the Bunker, I expanded on the game's progression by adding a key door system combined with a notes system that both gives clues on where to go or what to do while adding world building. Players now embark on a scavenger hunt of sorts, tracking down essential items to progress, whether that means unlocking a door, opening a lockbox, or finding tools like a wrench, car battery, or tire to repair their crashed truck. Notes provide guidance, offering some direction while giving the player the sense of solving a puzzle. This will probably be one of the hardest things to get right, because there will be a lot of time spent fine-tuning between holding the player's hand to make sure they don't get lost or frustrated, while not just making a walking simulator where the player does not need to think or engage with the story at all. Before, the guard monster was a stationary sentinel, stoically standing stock still. But now it has more life to it. It wanders its territory, checks for line of sight before pursuing the player, and even escalates its aggression if the player repeatedly intrudes. With every encounter, there's a growing chance this beast will decide you're a threat worth heartily hunting and hounding, harrying the haggard player. This change makes it feel more dynamic and dangerous. A small tweak was adding a clicking sound to the flashlight. While it's a minor detail, it slightly helps with the immersion. More importantly, I implemented warning sounds for the ambush and hunting monsters, ensuring players aren't brutally blindsided by belligerent and bloodthirsty beasts without any chance to react. No more instant out-of-nowhere deaths. Now there's an ominous sound cue that something wicked this way comes. A couple of major issues were tackled this time around. Raycast fix for monster attacks. Monsters can no longer kill the player through walls, thanks to a simple raycast check. Preventing player spawning monsters. Monsters are sometimes spawning on top of or too close to the player, leading to unavoidable deaths. This bug has been fixed, reducing the chance of instant deathitis in my game. Through internal testing, I noticed some monsters were just too fast, leaving players with little room to react. I slowed them down slightly and also lowered the intensity increase rate, ensuring the player is not wickedly walloped with wild worms. Well, without warranted words that start with W, I will just say that the game was too hard and fast-paced. Originally, I planned to add a fog of war system, similar to Darkwood or Project Zomboid, where visibility was obscured where the player couldn't see. However, after wasting 1 week of work on it, I realized it wasn't just unnecessary, it actively made the game worse. Instead of increasing fear and tension, it frustrated players by limiting their ability to react, leading to more cases of instant deathitis, while making the game look worse. This experience taught me an important lesson. Serious scrutiny should come before feature implementation, at least for large, laborious features like in this case. Going forward, I'll be testing features more frequently and asking myself, what does this add? This devlog covered a huge range of changes, from navigation upgrades and smarter AI to bug fixes and scrapped ideas. The game is evolving rapidly, and each update brings closer to its full potential. Going forward, I'll be refining the moment-to-moment gameplay even more, expanding on the horror elements and ensuring every mechanic is working in harmony to deliver a truly terrifying experience. What features would you like to see next? Let me know, and as always, stay vigilant. The dark is watching. Until next time.